How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Carson here, and we are doing another episode of Supernatural with episode 16 of this season. Excited to get into it, with this season just being really neat. So, yeah, we had, I guess a bit of a kind of a full circle moment, maybe, when it came to Cole. We had him return after his little confrontation several episodes prior to the last episode with Dean, where Dean, filled Cole in on, what his father really was. With the last episode, there was, of course, not just a perilous situation for Cole, but like I said, he's had time to think about what Dean said, and at least Dean and Cole, well, Cole's eternally grateful for Dean after what happened in the last episode. So yeah, but it was really, really great stuff. And I don't know if we'll be seeing Cole again, but if not, then I feel like the last episode is probably for the best in terms of, departing or one final story for Cole, because it was really touch and go, wasn't it? So, with that said, though, let's get into this episode of Supernatural. It is episode 16 of season 10. Let's go.
Amen.
Go in peace, Terry. See you Sunday.
And
That you will, Father.
And don't support McLaren again. That's the sin. He was supporting McLaren in the F1. Those are my nemesis in 2025.
And yes, one expects to suffer in hell, but I fear I've reached my limit. To wit.
Ah!
I mean, serious.
Professor Quirrell, is that you?
By an astonishing talent. Brava.
He's done.
I always said you were two-faced.
See, sense of humor.
Bitter pill, Fergus. After all I've done for you.
And what exactly would that be?
She's playing the, I'm your mother card. You should be grateful. Not throw it in my face for the witch.
I gave you life, Fergus. Without me...
Sometimes I would pose for him.
Oh, damn.
He called me his muse.
Heartthrobs,
As you can
right?
imagine, we spent hours, days. We're a lot alike. You know? I think... We're supposed to enter the convent for some...
don't trust her.
Higher purpose.
Do not trust her.
Lab, get it hacked like you told those guys, and we'll figure out what's going on with Terry Sloan.
Probably nude selfies.
I'm feeling good about this.
Look, Dean's determined there is some shenanigans going on. Don't bust his nuts.
Liar.
Oh no. Not the shirt! Are you gonna get those stains out now?
Attended your church. Could you at least tell us if there's
confession.
recently been a confession?
It's her!
These men were fairly regular, but then so are the majority of the folks here.
Father?
Agents,
I'm gonna spitball here because my spidey senses are just, yeah. It's her. She has the thing that possesses the people to do these murders and all of that, whether it's to someone or whether it's to themselves. It has a form. And it's taking the form of this nun, right? So, it's the grey clothing. It's the grey smoke, it's the grey clothing. Boom. I'm a genius.
Are you making fun of me, Agent Ullman?
No.
Curious.
I guess I'm just wondering how somebody quits one life for something completely different.
Ooh. Because especially, this is all he knows for Dean.
Alone.
Rattling chains and teacups that fly across the room?
Sister,
Go on, condescend them. Why don't we?
Really? The FBI believes in ghosts.
Hey.
I'm afraid I don't.
Guess who's just started watching The X-Files? And look, I'm just saying, could be aliens, could be anything. So,
Met from the church, but it's built on a burial ground.
You know that all the victims recently went to confession?
So you think Father Delaney's involved?
Or maybe something surrounding the confession?
I don't think it's the father.
Sammy, how long's it been since my last confession?
You've never been to confession.
Is that gonna change?
too long.
No! Dean's gonna use himself as bait. Oh my god, and we're gonna have an emotional moment, aren't we?
I've brought the coven to you.
Oh shit.
I believe you know Oliver.
Oh
I present the Grand Coven.
Oh
Specious
damn,
before.
Crowley.
Superstar.
Oh, please. When we initiated your thankless ass into the coven, we did overlook your private lapses because of your talent. We thought you'd outgrow your reckless, selfish ways, but
She's
oh
got a
no.
few
They
blemishes,
just grew
but
out of
she's got
control.
potential.
And now look at
The
you.
beginning of his career. In the end, it was his masterpiece.
Wait, what? What? 15 watts? Okay, now, okay. Oh, shit.
He explained he had feelings for me,
But he was with
but
someone?
not of the same sort.
He was with someone. This whole
You're not
cheating
remember?
thing, yeah, makes sense if
Indeed.
she's...
His art, things no one wanted to hear.
Loneliness is.
Yes, it is.
How could you know what I was gonna say? That's when you start panicking. Yeah, I may have pointed the finger at the wrong nun.
Hoarding unbelievable power for their own amusement. Smug, self-righteous bastards. The men of letters.
Oh, shit. And now the
Yes?
plot thickens.
Oh, your father.
Oh my god!
Pardon me?
Same time, sometimes in the same day. You get the picture. And it wasn't just Gina. It was endless. It's making me sick.
And you wish to be forgiven.
The eye roll like, fuck.
As
I
pen
didn't want to die. Yet. You know, that I wasn't ready.
Are you expecting to?
Always. You know, the life I live, the work I do. I pretty much just figured that was all there was to me. You know? Made me think I might be closer to that than I really thought.
Oh, damn.
And
Scares
I don't
him.
know. I mean, there's things. I believe there is a God.
Shit. But
But I am not sure he still believes in us.
holy shit. Nah. I mean, she didn't go to Dean. Okay, that was creepy.
To confront him, to ruin the painting and destroy his love the way he destroyed mine.
It's a good painting, but it's just marred by...
There they were.
Alright!
Comfortable around ghosts?
As a spiritual person, I've accepted many planes of existence.
There you
And
go.
as I said, they've all been harmless.
Well, well, it's a good job that they've been harmless for you. Yeah. You, picked a good bunch, don't you?
She was convicted of witchcraft. They sentenced her to burn at the stake.
Good, she burned, and so would her bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Dean, something here is the tether that ties
The
her to
stuff
this
that got
place.
sent here.
Probably the journal, where she wrote about her life.
I'd heard that the American chapter was extinguished in the 1950s. But apparently, 2 of its members survived.
Yo, no!
The Hunters, Sam and Dean Winchester.
Oh, shit!
That the Coven is no longer all-powerful, and therefore, that you are no longer useful.
Oh, no.
You better be careful, Rowena. There's a line that cannot be crossed. Which
Get it? Because there's a line there!
Why should I kill you and give you an easy way out when there are far better options?
Well, there you go.
Fatum est
Oh, what now?
terminal.
Freezer and Carbonite. What did she just do?
He thought the effect I had on his work was profound. He had never painted so well before. He asked if he might have a bit of my blood to mix
Oh, it's the painting. She's gonna wander off.
But it wasn't enough.
Oh, what the fucking hell? No way!
I told Piero to grind the flesh, blood, and bone into the pigment. I had completely become one with the painting. And with Piero.
Forgive you when what you do is unforgivable.
Sam, burn the journal!
It's not the journal! That's the thing, you know, we can take the journal. Oh no. It's a shame it's a neat painting, but it has to burn.
Don't let them. You are my friend.
A friend wouldn't really possess someone, just saying. If I'm a ghost, I'm not going to possess my friends. Jesus Christ.
Poetic justice, if you ask me. For hundreds of years, those
I'm getting flashbacks to Amy in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Listen, we've been through this. My relationship with the Winchesters is my business. I'll handle them. I'm not killing them.
All right, dearie. Of course.
She hates that option.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm your brother, dude. If you ever need to talk about anything with anybody, you got somebody right here next to you.
Yeah. Okay. It was the moment, okay? He was in the moment.
I heard. I'll try that again like you mean it. Okay.
Yeah, he's not buying it. Sammy ain't buying shit. End of the season. End of the season. We will be doing this. I guarantee it. Yeah. Seriously, chop your figure off for the fucking painting is just really ridiculous, though. I've heard of devotion, but that's just taking it too far. Bloody hell. Oh man. Yeah, I am very apologetic to Sister Matthias because I was so convinced it was her. I was so convinced that the ghost was. I was on the right track. It was just the wrong person, right? So, it was just the tone at first. I'm like, oh no, there's something off about my gut feeling is worried, and my gut feeling was absolute dog shit. So, yeah. But, yeah, very crazy, crazy things happening in this episode, like even with Rowena situation, having one member of the Coven. Again, I'm just getting Amy flashbacks from Buffy, so if you know, you know. Alright episode, I would say, nothing too grandiose, but it was pretty entertaining. You know, throughout this episode, there were some really great moments, especially with Dean in the confessional. I think that was a standout moment in this episode. But yeah, it was really, really fascinating to see how things played out because, you know, at first, of course, with the deaths and all of that, Sister Matthias, I had, again, every inkling that, okay, something shady's going on here. Her attitude does seem a bit condescending. I don't know. That's what I picked up. And then, of course, it should have clicked. It should have clicked when we were going into the flashbacks, but to be fair, because they did seem a bit random when we peered into Isabella's story. They did seem a bit random. Okay, we're getting flashbacks about this character we're probably not going to see again. It should have been that moment. So, and then, of course, the moment that it would have clocked in for everyone was 1520. Because unless she's, drinking from the elixir of immortality or some shit, then she can't be here. So, yeah. Or unless the church was timey-wimey. So, yeah. But, yeah, it was really, really interesting to peer into this episode, especially with Dean's mentality. With that, I had a feeling, though, when... Obviously, the plan was to spring the trap on this ghost. It would mean Dean would have to go into the confessional. I had a feeling we would get into some real shit. Because you're gonna try to fabricate something that will get the attention of the ghost, based on the pattern and all of that. And obviously, Dean's been wrestling with a lot. And I can't really blame him for, I can't really blame him at the moment for feeling the way he is feeling. So, yeah. Especially with, there's this talk, obviously, with Sam, who is, just convinced that we will find a way, and, to mark it down as a terminal diagnosis is just really heartbreaking. And the fact that you think that this is going to be the be-all, end-all of you, basically. So, yeah. But, it was just really, really heartbreaking to have that moment with Dean. So, yeah. Because he's just been wrestling with a lot, and it is moments that I found it, that last line, to be fair, about the priest asking if Dean believes in God, Dean saying, "I believe there is a God, but I'm not sure he still believes in us," is a pretty amazing line. So especially when you've got to consider the heavens situation going on, and the lack of belief, really, the lack of faith in humanity, really. So I think that is just really, with Dean, he's always been a bit skeptical when it comes to a higher power, not in terms of their existence, but in terms of their in terms of their obligation, in terms of their duty. With a lack of God, it does make you think about what Dean said, especially throughout this show and all of that, and even how people. I know Metatron isn't exactly the greatest, source of reputation and all of that, but even his comments have. It makes sense with what Dean has said about how, I'm not sure if he believes in us. So, yeah, but yeah, that whole bit about Dean, and how he just doesn't want to die. Yeah, it is really, really sad. Especially realizing how there are things, that he just does want to, he does want to experience. And we know that there's going to be I say we know because you kind of expect there to be a resolution. It doesn't look good that Kane's lived with this mark, and it, there is that kind of doubt that, well, we are going to get rid of this mark. So I can't say we know for certain, but, deep down, you kind of expect there to be, because he's Dean freaking Winchester at the end of the day. He's one of the main stars of Supernatural. I mean, he's not going to live with this mark, is he? So, and especially with this talk about not wanting to die so soon and wanting to experience a bit more. It's, yeah. The idea of life meaning so much more for Dean is just really, really, I don't want to say hopeful, because at the minute things are not looking too hopeful. I mean, even that conversation in the car, yeah, but there is, like, if we do find a way to get rid of this mark, then I don't know if Dean's going to take full advantage of that. So yeah, but yeah, it was a really, really powerful moment, that confessional. Like I said, I think it's probably the standout moment, because, I mean, with this episode, it's just, you know, usual Monster of the Week stuff. So, yeah, but that doesn't mean that it's, you know, devoid of great moments. Like, that was a really, really touching moment with Dean. So, bringing out the because even though I felt like it was going to bring out, because as I've said, I had a feeling he was gonna try and use it as a way to bait the ghost, but it's gonna get into some real stuff because of Dean's mentality at the minute. So, but I mean, there are some lines that were just really great. So yeah, but yeah, it was again very, very interesting to go, like, for me to go into Matthias' story as well, how she's able to aid ghosts as well, and that comes in really, really apt, doesn't it, in terms of Isabella? Because I mean, even Isabella, like, I don't think she was trying to necessarily gaslight her and saying, "You're my friend," though, and whatnot. I think, because considering what, you know, getting a bit of her character, I think she was genuine, and if anything, Isabella felt betrayal. I mean, she was betrayed by that guy in the flashbacks, of course, and she's been betrayed again. So, and we know that Matthias does every now and again work with ghosts, and you know, aids them. So, yeah, but. Yeah, it was, it was, pretty standard stuff, but, again, Matthias, I'm sorry that I put the blame on you. I was on the right track, wrong person. So, but, yeah, it was really, really great for Sam as well, refusing to, like, he has the bragging rights, told you so, not to burn the journal. So, but, yeah, it was pretty interesting stuff to see develop with that kind of storyline. Moving away from that, I mean, I am really enjoying Rose's character again. Rowena. Hate it. I hate this part of me. If there's one thing I will always damn myself, it's the R's and W's. I can never get that down. I'll be able to get it, like, with practice, like, not practicing, you know, the long term and all of that. But, like, if I say it in one sitting, like right now, Rowena, yeah. So yeah, I know someone said just call her Ro for short, and you know, I agree that is the go-to, because otherwise I'm just going to be like, Anyways, I digress. Yeah, it was very interesting to finally peer further into the Grand Coven, because I know they've been kind of mentioned quite a bit, I guess. So yeah, and yeah, they're not exactly grand anymore, are they? So yeah, and there's also, of course, a further push to the Winchesters because of the fact that the Grand Coven was bested by the Men of Letters, and we know that Dean and Sam, yeah. But I just love it, though. It feels like it's an allergic reaction whenever the Winchesters are brought up, but mainly because they are meddling with, well, Crowley is conducting business with them, and you know, it's not something she approves of. So, yeah, but yeah, I feel like with this episode, you know, they've got other bunkers out there as well. So, yeah, I feel like with this episode we did get as well a little bit more about the Men of Letters. So, yeah, but yeah, I mean, it is testing limits for Ro, isn't it? With Crowley, just like. He knows that they are possibly, he said, the Men of Letters, and she is not really too thrilled, and he's just still stating that, look, it's business. I'm not going to kill them. It's beneficial for me if I'm working with the Winchesters, and that's the way it's going to be, like it or lump it. So, yeah, and it's going to be pulling teeth really because. Ro's not seeing this, like she is, seeing a real soft side when it comes to, like, especially the King of Hell, really. So, yeah, but I also love the fact that she turned, Olivette into a hamster as well. So, yeah, but yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see where things go with Ro's whole situation. Now that, you know, that's been dropped about, well, not just about the Coven and all of that, but also knowing about the Winchesters, I guess, attachments to the name of the Men of Letters. So, yeah, but, yeah, like I said, pretty okay stuff with this episode. Nothing too grand, but not pants and all of that. So, yeah, but it was really, really neat stuff. So, yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!